everybody.
Good evening, Jyotika. Good to see you.
Good evening, Vikrant. How have you been?
Good. And the last meditation you shared is extremely interesting. I mean, it's a quick one. One enjoys doing it.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Remind me, what was it?
This was about, earthing and connecting to the God consciousness for protection,
Okay, the shielding and
the
everything.
shielding and
The
protection.
grounding, attuning, shielding.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
nice.
it's a fantastic mode to balance your energies early in the morning and like even in the evening before you go to sleep.
And it's so simple. I mean, that's the beauty of it.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So today, are you all ready to begin manifesting? Everybody is so excited about manifesting. When the word manifesting comes, everybody's like, yes, give me 2 minute noodles. Isn't it? Manifested is like 2 minute noodles, chatpat, like, quickly.
We are so greedy.
That's human nature, isn't it? Yeah. So we just need to draw the line between like, the greedy and the needy. All right. So somebody had asked me in the previous sessions continuously about manifestations. I had read in the chat box. She asked a couple of times about manifestations. So I thought like it's imperative that I should take this up. All right. So to begin with, let's do a little bit of grounding and calling the angels and just attuning ourselves. All right. Close your eyes quickly. Take a deep breath. Breathe in and out. Breathe in again and out. Sending your roots from the soles of your feet down into the ground to the center of Mother Earth and grounding ourselves firmly with the earth. Looking high up into the sky, downloading the beautiful source energy from the central sun, coming down through our crown chakras into our physical body and merging with the energies of Mother Earth. Infusing the entire energy of Mother Earth and Father Sky into our bodies and allowing it to spill into our auric space, creating a beautiful protective wall around each one of us. We ask Archangel Michael to put his deep blue cloak of protection around us for our protection and safety. And we call all the angels, archangels, guides, goddesses, spirit guides, and masters who may assist us in this session today. Taking another deep breath and then exhaling, you may open your eyes. So, all right, manifestation. What is manifestation? We are manifesting our reality almost every minute of the day, every second of the day. It's a very simple process of something that we think, we feel it, and then it materializes in our environment or in our body. First, we think it. Like, supposing I need to pick up this object. I thought I will pick it up, right? I felt that I should pick it up. I went to it and I picked it. Thought, emotion, action. Very simple. So, aren't we doing this on a daily basis? Every day. So, every minute, every second of your life, you are manifesting something or the other in your life all the time. Each thought that you think is creating an emotion in your body, and that vibration is manifesting your reality. So, if you think happy, you feel that vibration in your body. Think happy, just think. All right. Can you feel the surge of energy in your body? The happiness in your body, that emotion? Okay. So you are at a frequency of happiness and you feel it. And then it shows in your face, the glow on your face, in your actions, in the way you talk, in the way you behave. So, thought, emotion, action. However, we are so used to, by default, used to thinking the worst of scenarios that could happen in our life. Somehow, we are afraid of thinking of good things happening in our life. We are just habituated to thinking ki like, oh my god, this will go wrong and that will go wrong and she will say this and he will do this and this might happen and blah blah blah. Why don't we ever think that like, okay, I'm going to get a huge gift from the universe. This one is going to be so nice to me today. That one is going to cook something really nice for me today, and that one is going to like, sit and talk to me to my heart's content, and we are going to spend wonderful time together. Why don't we think like that? We are conditioned to think negative all the time. And consequently, what happens is we manifest a lot of uneasiness in our life. And that uneasiness, when it becomes too much for the body to contain within itself, it comes out of the body and then into the environment. Like, for example, a person is constantly thinking there is no sweetness in my life, right? My life is absolutely miserable. My life sucks. Nothing good happens with me. I never get a good opportunity, and so on and so forth. What happens is that person doesn't see the sweetness of life and becomes more and more bitter day by day. Thought, emotion, how will it manifest in that person's life? Anybody? That thought, that bitterness is causing a lot of uneasiness in that person's mind. A lot of emotions are coming up which are not healthy, right? Sadness, grief, anger, frustration, all those emotions are coming up. How will it all come out from the body? How is that bitterness manifesting in that person's body? Anybody? Just unmute yourself and tell me.
Sugar, diabetes.
Absolutely.
Diseases.
Yes, disease, and that disease is called diabetes. No sweetness in your life, a lot of bitterness in the life, and the universe has actually given it to you in the physical form. Here, take diabetes, live with it, bitterness. Wonderful. You wanted it, take it. Can you see how we manifest our own reality? Another example, I don't have any support system. I don't have anybody to fall back on. I need to lean on somebody, but nobody offers me any kind of help. Which part in the body, which system in the body is a supportive system for the entire body?
Spinal cord.
Yes. And the spinal cord
Back
is,
issues.
yes,
Knees.
it is all connected to our skeletal system,
Yes.
isn't it? The
Yeah.
skeleton holds entire system together. And if you think you do not have support in your life, if any person is thinking that nobody is offering me support, I don't have anybody to lean on, you're going to develop osteoporosis, arthritis, fractures, bone diseases, and so many things that will later on make life more difficult for this person, isn't it? Another one last example I'll give you is of somebody breathing down your neck all the time, to telling you to do this and do that, constantly dominating you, like, not giving you enough breathing space to do your own thing. You can't breathe. What is this person going to manifest in that person's life?
Asthma.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Can't breathe. Can't breathe. Person is not able to speak. Person is not able to voice it because of the domination. And that keeps festering inside the mind, thought form, in emotion form, and eventually, after many years, it comes out as a major disease in the person's life. And then we call this lifestyle disease. And then we take medications for it, and we keep taking medications for it, but we don't address the root cause, the thought and the emotion which actually caused this entire dis-ease in our body. All right. So, what is manifestation? Coming back to the whole topic of the day, it is a simple process of aligning our personal energies to the universal energies. The universe has a certain rhythm to it. It works in perfect systematic rhythm. The seasons come and go, everything happens in perfect rhythm, right? When we align our personal energies to that perfect rhythm, that is when manifestation starts happening in our life. It is like tuning in to a radio or a TV channel. All right, when you tune in to a particular radio channel, you will get that particular song. When you tune into a TV channel, you will get that particular picture and you will get that particular drama. So you decide what song and what drama you want in your life. And you tune in to the universe to get that song and that drama into your life. So if you are tuned into a happy song, you get a happy song. If you're tuned into a lovely classic show, you get a classic life. But if you're going to tune into a Saas Bahu drama, God help you, right? So when we are already manifesting things in this manner, so easily, every day, every hour, every minute, every second, why would we want to manifest anything more? Why is everybody constantly running after the concept, I want to manifest this in my life, I want to manifest that in my life? The word manifestation has become so synonymous with marketing that the moment you use the word manifestation in any heading, guaranteed you'll get a lot of participants, because everybody wants quick manifestation quickly. But they don't realize, we don't realize that we are constantly manifesting. And if we are manifesting anything extra, then that is coming out of a desire. We are already manifesting our needs. Whatever we need, we think we want food, we get food. We need a job, we get job. We need the money coming through the job, it's coming in. Okay. We need relationships, we need love, we need people, everything is there. But we want to manifest more. So there is the need and there's the desire. Our needs are already being met, but our desires make us want more and more all the time. And that is why we want to learn to manifest stuff. We want to make things happen for us, right? Buddha had said that desire and ignorance is the root cause of all suffering. So when you desire something in excess, I'm not saying desire is wrong. Desire, ambition, these are things that make a person grow in life. So a healthy bit of desire, a healthy ambition is perfect. But more than required is what causes the suffering then. Therefore, what we need to do is think, feel, and act very consciously. There has to be a very conscious thinking on our part. There has to be a very conscious feeling on our part. And there has to be conscious action taken on the basis of those thoughts and those feelings in our life. Right? So far, so clear? Okay. So, what is it that makes us want more? We already have what we need, but we want more. And what makes us go overboard with our desires? There are certain factors like desperation. There could be greed, as somebody else said earlier. And then you want to manipulate situations according to the way we want it. And sometimes it also comes from um, desire to hurt somebody else. Maybe because they did something wrong to us and we feel vindicted when we do the same thing to them. It gives us kind of a satisfaction. For that satisfaction, we might want to harm somebody else. So when we come from a place of desperation, when we come from a place of greed, when we come from a place of manipulation, and when we come from a place of hurting somebody else, manifestation backfires, doesn't work. All right? It may work, it may give you quick fix solutions. There are many techniques, there are many methods, there are many quick fix solutions that people will offer you. There are many people who are doing manifestation workshops. Go to the authentic ones who are actually doing it from a space of abundance, from a space of oneness with everybody else. All right. So, what exactly do we need to do to manifest something into our life in the proper manner? First, obviously, you think right. You have to be very, very clear on what you are thinking. That means what you want to manifest. If you are going to have any doubts, supposing you go to the bazaar and there are 3 or 4 different kinds of mangoes available in the market. Okay. And the vendor is selling those 4 different kinds of mangoes. You went with a single thought of buying mangoes, but when you saw the variety, your desire increased. Yeah. Choices. So what we do is, oh, should I buy this one or this one or this one? Now you're confused. Now you have doubts. Should I really buy mangoes or should I go to the next cart and like just buy apples and go home? This confusion, this doubt plays a lot of conflicting, I throws a lot of conflicting ideas into the universe, and the universe doesn't know what to give you because you don't know what you want. Right? So out of those 4 varieties of apples, if you decide this is the one I want, the Alfonso mango is the king of mangoes, no doubt I don't want any other. This is what I want, the best one. When you have made your intent, your want very clear in your thought, then it's perfect. The universe knows what you want and it'll give you what you want. The second is the intention. Okay. Your intention has to be very clear. Why do you want it? You want to smash it in somebody's face? Or do you want to eat it to nourish your body? And are you going to share those mangoes with somebody else in the house or your neighbors or your friends at work or whatever? The intention is very important. Okay, if you're buying it and eating it in front of somebody to make that person jealous, okay, look, I got the better mango than you. You're eating the cheaper ones. I'm eating the best one. Manifestation gone down the drain. All right. Your intention has to be very clear, pure. It has to be for the highest good of yourself and for the other person also, not to harm anybody, not to hurt anybody. Once you have your want clear, next you have your intention clear, then you look for the resources that are available. All right. If you had started from home with the idea, with the thought in your mind that I have to buy Alfonso mangoes, you go into the market, you go there, and you will look around the entire market for mangoes. You might look at 4 different vendors, okay, because resources are available from different sources, right? So you will look at 4 different vendors and then you will pick up from whoever you choose to buy from. So again, you have to be very attentive to where your product that you want and you intend to buy is available. So whatever you want to manifest, you have to know exactly what you want, you have to have the right intention for it, and you have to be very attentive to where you can get it from. You will get guidance from the universe once your want and your intent is clear. You have to be attentive to that guidance. Okay. Once you follow that guidance, you have to put that guidance in a systematic sequence, which we call step by step. You have to discipline yourself to put it all into a sequence. If this is what I will do, okay, I will take the mango, I will go home, I will wash it, I will cut it. And now COVID times are there, so y'all are like extra careful about the things that we buy and bring home, right? We clean it up in a very different way than we used to do before. So yeah, so there's a whole process. You bring it home, you keep it aside for a couple of days before touching it, or maybe you quickly wash it with potassium water or any other water that you might have, which will clear it of the possibility that it might have any COVID germs or whatever. And then you take a nice plate, you cut it, and you you decide which how you want to cut it. You don't just squeeze it and put it in your plate, right? You cut it in a nice manner, arrange it nicely in a plate, and then you sit and enjoy the fruit, right? So want, intention, attention, and then disciplining into a sequence. Once you have done all this, you have to act on it. You can't just think like, I'll go home, I'll cut it, and I'll do this and I'll do that, and then leave it on the table and forget all about it. It's not going to go in your mouth, it's not going to go in your stomach. You have to actually act on those steps that you decided, that sequence. So there has to be a focused action there. Once the focused action is done, well, you have eaten the mango then. Either you enjoyed it or you did not enjoy it. So when we liken this to manifestation, you have your want, you have your intention, you got your uh, you gave the attention to the guidance, you put all the guidance together, created a sequence, you acted on it, and you're done. And now you're waiting for that entire manifestation process to give you the outcome that you worked towards, right? And here lies the beauty of the manifestation. Once you have done all this, sit back and forget it. Absolutely forget it. Because if you're going to hanker after it, oh my God, has it happened? Oh my God, is somebody working on it? Oh my God, listen, will this happen or not? Oh, it's so late. Why it's not happening as yet? You are interfering in the universal rhythm. You are creating doubt. You are creating fear. And these are all obstructing the manifestation. Second thing, you might get a different outcome than what you expected. And you will be like, this is not what I worked for. This is not what I wanted. But hello, surprise, surprise. Universal intelligence is higher than human intelligence. Once you have done what you had to do and left it to the universe, let the universe decide, know what it wants to give you. It knows what is good for you, and it will give you what is for your highest good. All right. So that is the whole point of forgetting about it and surrendering. So this last two things are called surrender and faith. You have to surrender to the process of the universe, and you have to have faith that whatever the universe is going to give you is going to be for your best. Take for example a person who is a boy who wants to get married to a girl. Okay, he comes from a poor family, she comes from a little affluent family, but he is like, I have to marry her, I want to marry her, I want to marry her, I want to marry her. Manifest getting married to her. He does not pay attention to the red flags, he does not pay attention to the guidance. There are other girls around as well who are probably more loving towards him, who would be more good for him. But no, he wants that girl. what happens? Yes, he will do everything. He will manipulate, he will bring about situations, create situations in such a manner that he eventually does get married to the girl. Well, the universe gave it to you. But what next? What next? The girl is not going to be able to adjust with the boy because she comes from an affluent family, he comes from a slightly lesser um, economic background. All right. She will not be able to adjust. She will be a high maintenance girl, and there will be conflict between the two of them. Well, he manifested the marriage, he manifested the relationship, but has it done him any good? No. So, that is the reason why you need to surrender and have faith that if things work out for you, great. If things don't work out for you, super. All right. So, any questions so far? No? You can unmute yourself and ask me anything if you want.
Yeah, just one question. I don't know, maybe you'll address it at the end.
Mhm.
Let's say like the boy and the girl, the example that you gave, and he manifested something, but the universe didn't want to, but it happened because he insisted.
Mm.
Now it has happened. What should the boy do if something, and then, you know,
He see, when you manifest something that is not in your destiny, that wasn't supposed to be in your destiny, okay, and by hook or by crook you made sure that you got it, well then all that is left to do is like go through the fire. You are That person is going to have to bear the repercussions of his choices. Choices come with consequences. No choice comes without a consequence. So whatever the consequences are there, the person will have to go through it happily or unhappily. Again, the choice is that person's, and it's a much more like, then it gets into the karmic aspect of the person and everything. So we are not going there right now. Okay,
Hello.
maybe.
One
Uh,
doubt.
yes. Hello.
Can I
Yeah.
Sorry.
Uh, can I speak?
Yes. Yes. Who wants
Yeah.
to speak? I can't
Yeah.
see you.
Yeah. Actually, I have camera issues, so I cannot on the
Okay.
video.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Tell me.
How can I have faith in my guidance that I receive from the universe? Like, how can I believe the guidance that this is right? Universe is
Faith.
telling me to do yes or no, like that kind of situation.
You connect with your body. Go silent for a minute
Yeah.
and ask, how does it feel if I make this choice? Your body will tell you. If it is uncomfortable, it is not for you. If I make this choice, how does my body feel? If it feels at ease, it feels at very calm and peaceful, that's the right choice. All right?
Yeah. One more thing.
Mm-hmm.
Many people listen to card readings, like yes or no card readings online.
Yeah,
Uh, does they also help in giving the guidance?
they do. They do. They definitely do.
Thank you.
Okay, so earlier we spoke. Any questions are there? I'll take them
Yeah,
later on.
okay.
Um, yeah, one
I
more, just
have
one more.
one query with regards to the. I'm sorry, you want me to ask later?
There are a couple of y'all who want to
Yeah.
ask questions. Okay,
Relevant
then
to this
do you?
example. Relevant to this example, which you
Okay.
said a boy wanting to.
Okay. tell
Can I
me.
go ahead?
Hmm.
Yeah. See, like you said, the intent and the want has to be clear. Okay. So, in the process of this boy wanting this girl, maybe that time he has not realized where he has to stop. Maybe he feels that, okay, I have to keep working hard. Like you said, maybe once we get matured, we realize, okay, this is not right for me. This will not match. He's rich, I'm poor. But that time, when somebody is young and in love, he feels probably I need to put in more effort. and more effort and more effort. So maybe what he is doing, he doesn't know where to stop. Then what does
Yeah.
it do? Where does one realize that, okay, now I have to stop? Like you said, want and intent has to be clear. Maybe he's just putting in his effort to get this girl.
Fair
So,
enough.
yeah.
Fair enough. I'll come to that. I'll come to answer that question in the next segment of my talk.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you so much.
All right. Kavita?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that if somebody wants to manifest and forces it on the universe,
Mhm.
I mean, according to me, you can't force anything on the universe. The universe will give you only what is destined.
Hmm.
So, even if you force, and
Hmm.
you're, for instance, the boy and the girl,
Hmm.
the boy will never be able to marry the girl if
Hmm.
it's not destined, or if it's not connected with something to do with his karma or
Right.
the past life.
Right.
So it will happen, whatever has to happen.
Mhm.
Then he will make efforts. He will
Yes.
force upon, so called.
Correct.
So,
Okay. So, Kavita, you are a part of this universe,
yes,
right? I am a part of this universe.
definitely.
Yeah. So, the universe is creating at a macro level, and we are creating at a micro level.
Micro.
So, what is there in the universe? The manifestation, the co creation power is there in us also,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
So, at a micro level, we create our own destiny. Does that answer
Hmm.
your question?
Yeah, it does. But I mean,
Like I said, like I
I
was telling Vikram, the karmic aspect of it
yes,
and the destiny and the more deeper aspects of it are
yes.
something that we cannot discuss in this small time frame.
Okay, fine.
Okay? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, coming to the next segment of this entire thing, remember I spoke to you about earlier about aligning our energies with the universal rhythm. Some people are very lucky. Have you noticed? Yeah. Or this person's life, everything happens, just happens. How does he get the best job? How does he get the best people in his life? How does people just walk into his life with so much gifts and so much help and everything? He doesn't even ask for it, and he gets it. We call such people lucky, isn't it? How does a person get lucky? Because the person's energies are in alignment with the universal energies. Now, of course, your mother's prayers, your father's prayers, all this also work in your favor, but that's another aspect of it. But how can we, at a personal level, raise our vibrations to match the vibrations of the universal energy? For that, we need to become a clear channel. Okay? Light flows through something only when there's a clear channel. Water flows through something when there's no obstacle or something obstructing it, right? Have you ever been to a beach, made those sand mountains, okay, and then created those, like, tunnels in those mountains and those little by lanes and lanes from where you put the water, and then the water flows in that lane itself, and you put your small little car through that tunnel in the sand mountain and everything, right? So there has to be a clear channel for anything to pass through. If there's an obstruction, it won't happen. Now, what are these obstructions? In our channel, in our energy, in our body. We hold a lot of pain, trauma from our experiences in life, carried forward also from our past lives, and carried forward from the baggage of our ancestral lineage. And then we create our own baggage to add to this entire entourage. Okay, so there are inner child issues, there are shadow selves, there are past life baggage, there's ancestral baggage, and then there's so much more that keeps adding on a day-to-day basis. Even karma plays a huge part in it. You do something and it has its consequences. So when you clear all these things from your body, that is when you become a clear channel. So self healing, self love is of utmost importance for us to connect with the higher intelligence. That is when the higher intelligence flows through us. That is when we become very attentive to the guidance that follows. And most of the time, we don't even have to think or feel. It just keeps falling in front of you and you just pick it up like this, right? You just immediately pick it up because then it becomes, then manifestation becomes a way of life with you. All right? You have to make manifestation a way of your life. When our channel is clear and clean, we get guidance, we act on it, and we appear lucky to everybody. There is nothing such as lucky. It's just that it's a lot of hard work, it's a lot of focus, it's a lot of determination, and a lot of focused walking on the path that one has chosen. Path of abundance, path of prosperity, path of joyousness and peace and calm and everything. That is our soul quality. Because of our experiences, we have lost our soul qualities of being happy, calm, peaceful, and abundant. Then you kind of start resonating with the universal rhythm, and the universe is abundant, isn't it? So when you are resonating with the universal rhythm, how can you not feel abundant? Even if you have one mango on your plate instead of four, you are going to feel so abundant, so satisfied with it, that the gratitude is going to keep flowing out of your heart. It's going to permeate your mind and your body and your thoughts and your emotions and create that vibratory frequency around you, which will keep lifting you higher and higher. Okay, so that's how you connect with the universal rhythm, align yourself with the universal rhythm. And the last aspect is we have a free will. Okay, all of us have a free will to do or not to do. Shakespeare said, to do or not to do, isn't it? We have a choice. We always have a choice. Even when there is no choice, we do have a choice. Because of what we are told how to do, what to do, when to do, we feel and think that we don't have a choice. But if we decide on our own, through our own free will, we do have a choice. And then there's this universal will, God's will, which you call destiny, which you call what is supposed to happen in your life will happen, right? The destiny part of it. So when you align your free will with God's will, how can anything go wrong? You will manifest what is good for you. You will manifest what is meant for you. You will manifest your destiny. But first, you need to align yourself to be able to recognize what is your destiny and to be in acceptance that, yes, this is my destiny. Even if you don't like it, you might think, like, this is not what I prayed for. This is not what I wanted. But you got to have that faith, be like, okay, this is my destiny. This is the universal will. And I am willing, I align my free will with this universal will, with God's will, and move ahead. And that's when you start manifesting prosperity and abundance in your life. Then nothing can stop you. Okay? So, yeah, when you're manifesting, come from a meditative state, come from a prayerful space, follow the guidance, make sure it's for the highest good of everybody, surrender to the process, and have faith. That's the whole truth about manifestation. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to take you through a brief process to just align you with what is required or what your body is telling you at this point of time. Okay? So, close your eyes. Make sure you feel grounded. Take a deep breath. Breathe in and out. Once again, a deep, calming breath in and exhale. Breathe in again and very slowly exhale. We now call Archangel Raphael, the great angel of healing, to come into our space. We call upon Archangel Raphael, the angel of healing, to come to us. We call Archangel Raphael to come and help us. He appears in front of us in his green and golden robes. His brilliant light shining upon our faces. We look up at him standing in front of us, holding out his hands towards us. Give your hands into his hands and let him hold you. Feel his energy in the form of this divine green light flowing from his hands into yours and entering your physical body. Through your fingers, it travels up your palm, your wrists, your hands, your elbows, your arms, going up to your face, through your neck, flowing down your spine into your physical body, through all your organs, through your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves and shin, and down through your ankles to the soles of your feet and tips of your toes. Infused with this divine green healing light of Archangel Raphael, you now ask him to pinpoint that part of your body which holds or which needs healing and clearing at this point of time. That one part of your body which needs attention right now. The thought will just drop into your head, directing your attention to that part of your body. Hold the thought in your mind. We now ask Archangel Raphael to indicate a second body part which needs our quick and urgent attention today. Quickly, you are directed to that part of your body. Make a note of it and keep it aside. We ask Archangel Raphael one more time to point out a third part or organ in our body that needs our attention. He immediately shows you where you need to heal. Make a note of it. We ask Archangel Raphael now to infuse deeper, darker, healing light into these three body parts, clearing, healing these body parts of the pain, of the trauma, of any baggage that has been carried in this body of ours for far too long and needs now to be shed. Archangel Raphael directs his light on these 3 points in our body. Let us give him a minute to work on these body parts for our healing. Feeling this beautiful divine green energy infused in the body parts that needed healing today. Feeling the cells in those body parts being rejuvenated, filled with a new life, awakening to more healing, asking to become more active, more alive, and more functional in the best possible manner. Feel this beautiful healing energy spreading to the rest of your body as well. Allow it to infuse all your cells, all your molecules, all the atoms in your body, rejuvenating and refreshing every cell, every molecule, every atom in your body. Infusing new life into your being. It's time now to say goodbye to Archangel Raphael. But worry not, he is close by whenever we need him. Just a call away, like a true friend. Slowly, Archangel Raphael steps back and you say goodbye to him. Taking a deep breath, feeling refreshed and rejuvenated and alive in every cell of your body. You open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face and a glow and twinkle in your eyes. Rub your hands together, take a sip of water, eat something if you have something close by. If you're feeling too ungrounded, you can get up and walk, stamp your feet on the ground, and come back into this body. Come back, come back, come back, integrate. And it's an open house now.
See, Jyotika, one of the points I got was right here at the base of my neck. Now, I've never had any sensation there before. This is the first time I actually got some sensation, kind of thing. So, what would that imply? I mean, I'm not very sure what the base of the neck actually stands for right here somewhere.
Behind
No, front.
or in front. This is the thymus.
Thymus.
It's your thymus up front, yeah.
Okay.
So, that's a deeper question, Vikrant.
Okay.
Like, which part of the body speaks in what fashion to you? Like the throat is all about like speaking up, not being able to talk. And thymus, I'll message you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll
Great.
message you.
Thank you.
I'll message on the group. And I think we've come to the end of this session. Any questions that you might have, please feel free to ask later on WhatsApp. I'll be happy to answer all your questions. That was a lot of information to digest. Go through it, mull over it, think about it. I'm sure you all will have a lot of questions about it. We'll be happy to answer them on WhatsApp. All right. So thank you all very much for your presence. Loved having all of you all here and your participation. And good night and sleep well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you ever so much.
Thank
Okay.
you, ma'am. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. It was amazing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
I just wanted
Thank
to
you
ask you,
so
you
much.
Ma'am, thank you,
and what was the
everybody.
third
Thank
one?
you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Neha and Ankita.
Thank you.
Couldn't
Thank you.
have been able to do
so
this
much.
without you. Thank you so much.
We'll see you next week. Thanks.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. See you.